Cinema Dash. As always, I'm Gabbs.
And I'm DeGe.
And this is our outro. Shortest episode ever.
Yeah, so we've been on a little bit of a break for the better part of like maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I put out a tweet today saying, we've been a little.
As of this recording.
Yeah, it's been like what my professor likes to call the academic avalanche, where it's just Gabbs and I have just been swamped with like a shit ton of work and stuff like that, and we just haven't had any time to go see the movie.
Most of it putting off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But we just haven't had a lot of time to go see movies and stuff like that. Like for instance, I had a 10-page paper, a 5-page paper, and a test all in 1 week. So I was like, fuck, we can't do anything for that. And Gabbs had some other stuff going on. You had some journalism stuff.
I have a video. I did a thing for, I had to cover an event for the school's newspaper, and I have doing a video, did that, and I have to write a 5 and 6-page paper.
Yeah, so we've been a little busy lately, and we're gonna be a little bit busy in the coming weeks as well because we got finals and stuff like that. But luckily, we actually have about 3 reviews coming soon. This one, we're gonna be seeing Moonlight in Manchester by the Sea next week because finally they came to a theater by us. So that's like 20 minutes away. So we're gonna go check out those movies. Finally, I can't wait to see them. So we're definitely gonna have reviews of those out sometime next week and the week after. So hopefully that'll satiate you guys until finals gets all done. And then we're gonna be seeing Rogue One and I think some other movies that are coming out as well. But yeah, so we saw Moana today, and we're gonna talk to you guys about it.
Of course.
So
what else would we do? No, seriously, what else?
What else would we fucking do? We suck at math, so we do this shit. That's our slogan. But yeah, so we saw Moana, and it's a Walt Disney animated movie. So we were gonna go see it regardless because I think it's gotten to the point where like every single Disney animated movie that comes out has like some kind of like technical achievement that comes out, and that's kind of like their gimmick that they're running with, which I think is kind of cool because now that we're getting like so much more realistic animation that's coming out of like studios like Pixar and Walt Disney Animation Studios. So I was kind of really looking forward to seeing this movie, mostly because I've been super impressed with like the recent stuff that Walt Disney has been doing with their animation studio, like everything from like Wreck-It Ralph on. I've been generally impressed by.
Same.
So I was really looking forward to this. What about you, man?
I knew this was a Disney princess movie. I didn't know it was going to be a musical, so I was kind of surprised when that came out. And like, oh, there's music. I'm like, oh, that's cool, I guess. With the last Disney princess movie, Frozen, wasn't all that thrilled by it. It's not a good movie by any means, I think. So this one I hope was just better.
I think like the thing with Frozen is though like, it's like there's a good movie in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But like, people have just like beat the shit out of it. Like, like the horse that they beat up is like no longer a horse anymore. It's just like a pile of just decomposed mush that they're still beating. With like, we just saw like that Lego Frozen thing that they're airing next week, and like
between all like between all the covers of Let It Go and all like the Spider-Man X Elsa things on YouTube videos.
That's a thing.
Yeah, it is. Not what I'm talking about. Like it's just like the YouTube videos of like people dressed up as them and they're just like doing random bullshit and it has like 10 million views.
Ew.
You would know more if you prowled around YouTube.
No thanks.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I do that a lot, and I don't review them, but I watch a lot of YouTubers who talk about that shit and how like terrible it is.
Right.
Because like it makes no sense, and it's crap content that gets a lot of views for whatever reason. So that's a whole nother episode for another day.
Yeah, totally.
I talk about how YouTube is probably gonna fuck us in the ass later because we're so small of a YouTube channel.
I don't know, man.
With whatever happened,
it's more of like a wait and see situation, I guess.
It's like whatever happened recently with all the bigger channels losing views and subscribers for uploading episodes, which doesn't make any sense. I guess we're so small that we didn't get affected by it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like we're still at a rock solid 30 subscribers.
Yeah.
So.
A solid 30.
Yeah, but hey, there's always next year. But again, we say it all the time. We don't do it.
We also have SoundCloud and whatever we can release these on as well.
Yeah, we're gonna make a SoundCloud next year.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, we're totally gonna do that. But anyway, so Moana, like the thing about it is, I thought it was a great movie, but it's not like fantastic or terrific.
You've seen this movie from Disney before.
Yeah, I agree. But before we start getting into what we don't like about the movie, let's talk about what we like about the movie, because I think there's a decent amount that we liked about.
Talk about what the movie is about.
I like you. I like you a lot.
Thanks. I hate myself.
But yeah, Moana, pretty much new Disney princess movie. It's set in the Polynesian like area, so like around like New Zealand and stuff like that. And it's pretty much about this girl who gets chosen by the ocean to go put this little gem crystal back inside of this island, and in order to prevent like a dark like plague from sweeping over her homeland and stuff like that. So she sets off an adventure to go find this ancient demigod named Maui, and Maui and her have to go pretty much save the world. So yeah, that's a pretty basic plot line without spoiling anything. We're gonna try to not spoil anything in this review, but we always end up do so. And you know, I always put spoiler warnings in the description of our videos, so like whatever. But anyway, I think there's a lot to like about this movie, but so let's talk about that first.
Okay.
Right off the bat, animation top tier as per usual. Very, very, very good animation.
I was gonna think about that during the movie. Like, this is some top notch the animation, but like that's coming with every.
Yeah, exactly. That's like with every Pixar movie and everything. You could always expect top tier stuff.
That's Disney's shtick.
Yeah, you could always expect top tier animation because they hire the best people from around the world, and they all conglomerate into Disney Studios, and they just work tirelessly to make a fantastically animated movie. The water is great in this movie. It's actually like real water. You know, like the detail is phenomenal. Like whenever a character like gets out of water, they stay wet for a little bit.
As opposed to fake water.
I mean, it is fake water.
I mean,
it is fake water. But anyway,
to them it's real water.
To them it's real water, exactly. But yeah, but like when they get out of water, like they stay wet, or like when somebody like steps on the sand, like a little bit of sand is on the bottom of their foot. Like it's just like little details that are great. And yeah, and like the thing is with like every like Walt Disney movie and like with every Pixar movie, you can always expect like some kind of like technical achievement, is what I was saying, and like some kind of thing that'll just like wow you. For me in this movie, it was Maui's tattoos, considering they were all like hand drawn animated. Like that I think that was like what like the whole thing about it.
The whole like sequences that were like that were very obviously hand drawn, or if they looked hand drawn, I don't know if that was computers or whatever. But
I think they were hand drawn.
Yeah, like I want more of those. Hand drawn movies are like some of my favorites.
Absolutely,
I love that kind of stuff. But like they don't make that anymore because it takes too long. But there's more like. You get more out of it because people will adore that more. Yeah,
exactly. And like that's the thing. Like with Zootopia, it was the fur. Like every single hair on the character's fur was like animated and stuff like that. In this movie, it's the tattoos. And holy shit, they're fucking great.
Yeah,
like, they're great tattoos. Like they like the tattoos actually felt like a character themselves, which is awesome. So yeah, like the tattoo had like their own personality, and they just worked so well with the whole overall like tone of the movie. They were just great, and they really added a lot to the movie. So yeah, animation again, top tier stuff. Probably some of the best of the year, which I think
Zootopia's got to beat though.
Zootopia's got to beat. You see, like the thing is, like they're like aesthetically like different.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just like your preferred like art style.
Like Zootopia has it with like animation overall, but I think the one thing that Moana has over it is the hand drawn animation.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because obviously, if you put hand drawn animation in anything, I think it's just gonna turn out to be a better movie.
Absolutely.
Or better looking at least.
Yeah. So yeah, animation, again, we're going to stop jerking the animation off because you can already, it really, honestly, it goes without saying that the animation's going to be good. So the animation's fantastic. Like, everybody looks really cute in the movie. Like, Moana is adorable. The chicken's adorable. Maui is, like, really cool and burly.
His face.
You don't like his face?
His face is
like scrunch.
His face is too small for his head.
It really is, though.
I feel like it's going to be a meme soon. People are just going to take his head and just put it in things and just make the head bigger and the face so much smaller.
Okay, get on it, meme makers.
Yeah,
let's do it. But yeah, like Moana was adorable. Like the chief and all the babies in the movie were adorable. Like everybody's adorable in this movie. Very pleasing to the eye and stuff like that. So yeah, animation is great. What about you? What did you like about the movie?
I liked Moana. She was very good. It's whoever played her. It's her first movie ever.
Really?
Yeah. I think she was like out of like I don't know how many, but like she like won the part, I guess. And so if you look at her IMDb right now, this is the only movie she's credited for acting in the music department and like music department and blah blah blah. So for her being her first movie, she did a pretty good job.
I agree.
There's some slips here and there, but overall I think it was pretty good.
I thought she was a really strong, great character. Like, she's got an incredible voice, I think, so far. Like, from what I've seen from her,
voice.
I think she's got a great voice. And like, while I don't think like she's the greatest actress, like it's the girl's first movie, so like there's a super amount of potential in this girl.
This is a great first movie.
Yes, yeah, exactly. There's like a lot of potential. There's a lot of places that she can go, and I will say I would love to see her.
Granted, this is just her voice, and the fact that she did this in just this one large part is very good for her.
Yeah, and I'd really like to see her in more things, especially in like a singing role or she's like an acting role in general.
She's like B+ A- for me.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, Moana was great. She's a very strong character. A lot of women are gonna adore her. A lot of young girls are gonna adore her.
No, yeah, she's a great example.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of women are gonna love her, and a lot of young girls are gonna love her.
Young people.
So yeah, she was great in this movie. I really like The Rock in this movie.
You didn't do it.
I like The Rock in general. Like you don't like The Rock, but I love The Rock in general.
I'm gonna say this right now. It's the one thing that everyone else likes that I don't. I don't like The Rock in anything. It's just. He doesn't.
Not even The Rock with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery?
He's not even in that.
Yeah, but he's Alcatraz. Get it? Because The Rock? Okay.
Shut up. You fucking slut.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
No,
I just don't like him. I just don't see the appeal. He plays the same guy over and over again.
Not really.
Give me an example.
All right, what was he in last year and this year?
Everything.
Yeah, honestly though. All right. I didn't. Fuck.
Exactly.
I don't remember seeing him in anything though. Like that's the thing. Like I would be able to tell you, but I didn't see him in anything. I don't watch his show. I don't watch San Andreas. I didn't watch San Andreas or Journey to the Center of the Earth 2. I didn't watch any of that shit. I like him in general. Like I think he's a great guy. But he just makes shitty choices for movies.
I bet you he's like the nicest guy, the greatest guy you'll ever meet. But like his acting is just the same. It's just not good. He chooses the worst movies. He's the highest paid actor for whatever reason.
He saw it
because he sells himself out to any movie that anyone wants.
So you're saying The Rock's a whore?
I'm just saying he catches himself out.
So you're saying The Rock's a whore?
Not in a sexual way.
Dude, literally, The Rock could like put your head in between his bicep and forearm and crush it like.
And I'm very afraid of him, but that's besides the point.
And I'm fucking terrified of him, but whatever.
But yeah, he's just the same guy over and over again.
I don't know. It's just like he has such a nice charm and charisma to him.
I understand.
Like
that.
Sure, he could be in a shitty movie, but like he could be the best part about said shitty movie.
He can be the greatest guy to ever grace this planet, but like. He's the same guy in every movie.
Well, not in this movie, obviously, because he's a fucking demigod with a fish hook.
They just made him an animated character.
I don't know, man. I really like The Rock. I thought he was great in this movie. I thought he had a nice little backstory.
I thought the chicken was better.
Oh, Alan Tudyk as the chicken.
Yes. Did you ever see that one video I saw on Reddit? It's like him making the chicken noises behind the scenes.
No.
And it's like, yeah, it's just him do like chicken noises behind the scenes, and he's just he's like doing a bunch of them. He's like, bark, 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 bark. And then like he like the next like it cuts and he's like, I want the Juilliard.
That's fucking awesome.
I had to show you one of them.
Yeah, totally.
It's so funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like Maui.
It's like chicken noises, whatever, blah blah blah. I want the Juilliard.
Really, all of the performances in this movie were good, though. I think.
Yeah, I think it was.
But one thing, fucking Jango Fett's in this movie, and I creamed my pants when I heard his voice. All right, here's the thing. Here's the thing. So everybody knows I'm a massive Star Wars fan, right? So there was this one game that came out in 2005 called Star Wars Republic Commando. Dude, I'm a fucking nerd, all right? My phone password is my favorite Clone Troopers, like, number, all right? Because I'm a fucking loser. And Tamora Morrison plays my favorite Clone Trooper, Delta 1138. Delta 1138, fucking stand-up guy, amazing. So when I heard his voice in this movie, I was, like, having flashbacks to when I played Republic Commando. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure, because I looked it up on the IMDb after. But it's Tamora Morrison, and 1138 is my favorite stormtrooper, fucking clone trooper, and he's amazing. And I love Tamora Morrison and everything he's in. He's a great actor, so props to Tamora Morrison for being alive. But yeah, he's great. Yeah, but I don't think there was any bad performances in this movie. I was really surprised to actually see Jermaine Clement in this movie. He was awesome. He's one half of Flight of the Conchords, and he was also on the Rick and Morty episode where he plays the fart cloud. Yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah, he was the crab.
Yeah, he was the crab.
The hermit crab guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was really happy to. Yeah, all the performances good. What about you?
What else did I like in this movie? Besides the animation, it's really the only things that's like stood out to me. I don't know. What do you like? What else do you like?
Music. I really like the music. I know you didn't like the music, but I really like the music. See, like the thing is, like
there's like
Lin-Manuel Miranda. Yeah. Lin-Manuel Miranda, I think, is a great composer. I think he's a great songwriter and stuff like that. It's just
he took the back.
I think he's like super overrated in all honesty. But like, I've never personally seen Hamilton, so I wouldn't know. But
I never heard any music from Hamilton either.
I heard the soundtrack, and I did like the soundtrack. I thought the soundtrack was pretty good. It's got a couple of like filler songs, I would say, but I think overall it's a very good soundtrack. But the thing is with here, it's like you have like such high quality for like Hamilton, but here it kind of feels like you have a great song that's like very inspiring and like very, very well written, and then you have another song that's just kind of like every other Disney musical that's ever been made and stuff like that. Like this song, like the one song in this movie that I did really like, but I noticed that it's kind of like Let It Go Part 2. It was the one where she like finally leaves.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, I gotta go my own way and shit like that. Mm-hmm. It was pretty much Let It Go Part 2. I like, granted, I really like the song, but I acknowledge that it's basically just Let It Go Part 2. Mm-hmm. So
this movie trying to cash in a little bit on the Frozen.
I could definitely see that.
The one part that I noticed was when he's like changing, when Maui's changing forms, like changing animals. Mm-hmm. He turned into Sven, the reindeer.
That was Sven?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It was like real quick. He turned into him, and I'm like, can you just not? That was terrible. I don't like that movie. Fucking stop.
I guess it was just like a little callback.
Oh yeah,
to like Frozen and stuff like that. But no, I definitely see where you're coming from. It's just like
I'm surprised it wasn't Olaf, to be honest with you.
Well, he's not an animal. He's a snowman.
I know, but like he could have been like some form of like rocks or something. I don't know.
Excuse me.
Whatever. At least it wasn't him.
Yeah, I guess he was the most. I think he was kind of like the worst part.
Well, I mean, we're not reviewing Frozen anytime soon,
you're right,
unless someone wants it. But like,
I
mean, we're still not gonna do it. But whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, music. I was mostly on board for. I was mostly on board for it. Aside from some like, generic like run of the mill Disney songs.
I think You're Welcome, the one that Dwayne The Rock Johnson did. Was alright.
Yeah, I like that one. I did like that one because he had that little rap part. I really like that.
Yeah,
and Lin-Manuel Miranda's like known for that, because rap and shit. Yeah. But I don't know. I personally was mostly on board with the music.
Music just is alright enough, but like that song was alright enough, but like I just didn't like the music at all.
Mm-hmm. And what else did I like about the movie? Besides from the animation, animation, performances, music. I thought the story was alright. Like I thought the story was good, but like here's the thing, like I was really happy to see that like the culture of like the Polynesian people. I was really like the setting was super unique, and I really liked that because you kind of like not many movies like explore that. Mm-hmm. Like some do, like some movies explore it, but like so few movies explore it. Like I can't even name one off the top of my head right now, but like it was really cool to see like that culture like finally realized and brought to the big screen in like what I assume is a respectable way, because like they have all like gods and stuff like that.
I haven't heard any.
Yeah, I haven't heard any backlash from it and stuff like that. But so and going back to Moana, I really liked how like granted it's a Disney movie, but like I'm really happy that like she wasn't like sexualized at all. You know what I mean? Like it's a Disney movie, but like granted, like I'm just happy to. It's just like refreshing to see.
Has a Disney character been sexualized in your opinion?
No. I'm just saying, like with like sometimes with movies that have female leads, like they tend to be just like a teeny bit sexualized. Like granted, like
most of the time, like the Disney princesses are underaged.
Princesses?
Yeah, they're not. Yeah. They're not legal adults yet.
That depends on your definition of legal. Insane. But no, it's just. Sometimes when movies market themselves as like, oh yeah, we got a strong female lead and stuff like that, they tend to just like sexualize them just a little bit. Yeah. It was just refreshing to see that she was just like an actually like a strong, independent character. But anyway, performances, music, the culture, the setting was very well realized and represented.
The story was pretty good. I like the story.
I think the story was really good, but I do have problems with the story.
Yeah, but it's
we'll get into that.
Yeah, I think we should get into it now because I don't.
Yeah, because you have anything else more that you have to say you like?
Nah.
But yeah. So that's all we liked about the movie. But since I think you have more dislikes than me about this movie, so
I mean, I might have more dislikes about this movie, but I don't think they weigh it down that much. I mean, considering, yeah, to say that I have more dislikes sounds like I didn't like this movie, but I do like this movie.
Okay.
I think it was pretty. I thought.
No,
it was pretty,
I'm not saying that you didn't like the movie. Yeah.
I just have the good in this movie definitely outweighs the bad.
Yeah.
I just have a lot more bad than I have good.
Okay.
The story was just like, have you seen any Disney princess movie? You kind of seen this one already. The two that kind of popped in my mind when I was watching this was The Little Mermaid and a little bit and some parts of Mulan. Which, funny enough, they're both getting remade in the live action movies. So this one, wouldn't be surprised if this one gets one in 10 years. So, whatever. Yeah, but like I've seen this before, and I've heard everything, and like I kind of like, okay, this is gonna happen, and this is gonna happen, and that's gonna happen, and you know what? I got that.
Yeah, it's just predictability.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, with me, like I just have like one like major problem with this movie. It's just that like the first like half of the movie is like super endearing and like very heartfelt and super like original at points, but like once it gets to like maybe like a little bit past the halfway point, it just starts to like devolve into like every other Disney movie ever with like the same message and like the same way they defeat the villain and like the same way that the hero like leaves then comes back and helps save the day and he loses something that's like vital to his character, like with the fish hook and stuff like that. It's just like, granted, it looks gorgeous while doing it. Like the lava monster is like out of this fucking world
lava
gorgeous.
Was my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was cool. She was cool.
Yes. Granted, it all looks amazing, but that doesn't really save it from being like kind of just like devolving into like a run-of-the-mill plot. Like, it looks it looks gorgeous, but it just kind of devolves into a run-of-the-mill plot, which is kind of disappointing.
You can make a movie like this look as realistic as possible, but you can't like
that doesn't change.
It doesn't change like how like generic some of these like storylines are.
Yeah. Aside from that,
like music I didn't like that much. The one with Dwayne Johnson was all right enough. It's like D quality to me. Everything else is just like, I mean, I'm not gonna remember it probably next week. I'm not gonna remember a word, or any of the music. What else did I like? I mean, like the whole like story thing was kind of like the biggest thing downer of this movie. What do you have any like nitpicks?
Like,
oh, you know what?
I guess like some of the transitions between acts were a little like jarring, I would say. It's like it goes from like super sad to like immediately I guess it's just tonal issues, I would say, really. But there's like not that many, and it's just like more of a nitpick because like at one point you're like feeling like real shit about like the situation
about
she's
what
in.
Just happened.
Yeah,
and
then immediately after, like the chicken is just like kind of shoehorned in to like kind of get like an awkward laugh and like break the tension. It's just like I feel like it would have had a lot more emotional impact if it just like kind of lingered on the sadness for a little bit, and I feel like it would have benefited Moana's character instead of just like here's the really sad moment and then let's just shoehorn in Alan Tudyk's chicken and just try to get like an awkward laugh out of the audience to kind of like brighten their spirits a little bit. Because like from what I remember, like not a lot of people laughed when the chicken came in after the sad part and stuff like that. It's not like a necessarily like gonna lower my score or anything, but like it's just
a nitpick.
It's just like a little weird, I would say. But
the one thing I also want to say is that I think I remember watching the trailer and I think the pig was more involved than the chicken. So I always thought like the pig was going to be like the sidekick.
I honestly would have preferred the pig as a sidekick.
Because like the pig was just cute and made the kids in the theaters go, "Oh look, it's the pig." But like, I mean, like he was only in like the very beginning and the very end of the movie.
And granted, the chicken was funny. I'll give it that. He got most of the laughs in the movie theater, and he got most of the laughs out of us too. But I don't know.
The one other thing is that Dwayne Johnson really takes the backseat in this movie. Like so much of a backseat, I think it just like like just drops his
yeah, and then they try to give him like a backstory.
Yeah.
Which granted is not. It's actually kind of heartbreaking.
It kind of like it's kind of shoehorned in though.
It is kind of shoehorned.
But like it's like that, you know, something happens to like the side character, and that like gets him really depressed, and then like you gotta give him backstory to why this is happening. And it's like, oh, don't worry, we'll do it. And like, oh yeah, we'll totally do it. And then like they get back on their feet and go on with their.
Yeah, and I also feel like they got together like they became like best friends like way too quickly.
Yeah.
I think it's like another little nitpick because like there's one moment where like he literally like throws her off the boat and like locks her in a fucking cave to like die. And like
the next scene, they're like, oh, they're best friends.
Yeah, and they're like best friends. Like it was not like the next scene. Like obviously, like they have like character development as it goes through, and it's not bad character development by any means. It's just like it happens just a tad too quick, and they don't even like imply the passage of time. Like it's kind of just like day, night. Like there's no like dissolve to imply the passing of time or anything.
It's like they kind of use the lighting in terms of mood, so it's very happy in this day. And then at night, like especially at the end, when like he flies, like when Maui flies away as the giant hawk, and she's all alone, and like she's kind of going back to confront the lava monster, and then the grandmother thing comes back, and that whole like singing, that whole like song thing goes on. It's all at night, but like all the happy stuff and fun stuff happens in the day.
That's another little thing that I have with this movie. Speaking of the grandmother, people need to stop using Force ghosts in movies.
Yeah.
This has to stop. Star Wars did it fine because Star Wars it made sense because the Force is literally the embodiment of life. That's what the Force is. So it makes sense that they have Force ghosts. In every other movie, Force ghosts have to stop. They have to stop. Like in this movie, it kind of does make sense a little bit. It's just a tired cliche at this point. I think, in my opinion, at least. I don't know. A lot of people might disagree with me in that, but in this movie, granted, in this movie, it makes sense a little bit.
I would rather have it be a dream sequence, and that kind of pains me to say it.
And I don't like dream sequences either. Like I'm kind of sick of dream sequences.
Yeah, dream sequences are literally the worst way to get a story to go.
See, in Arrival, it works. Dream sequences in Arrival work because I'm not gonna spoil it, but take my word for it, they work. In other movies, like dream sequences are like really cheap, lazy ways of just conveying plot to audiences, unless they're done right.
But there's always that bad dream in the Disney princess films. There's always one.
Yeah, but granted, she didn't have. Did she have one?
Yeah.
Where?
She has the dream, and like the whole island's kind of like turning into that black ash.
Oh yeah,
and her parents run off the island, like, oh yeah, come back and save us, and they don't.
and they get turned into ash.
Dream ends, and like, oh, how's your beauty sleep?
Yeah. But I don't know. With me, like it makes sense a little bit in this movie, but just in general, Force ghost things need to die out.
Yeah,
I think
they also stress the fact that this isn't a princess movie; it's a daughter of the chieftain prince. The daughter of the chieftain movie. They stress it like 3 times, and like everyone's still gonna call her the princess. So who cares?
No.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So yeah, Moana. Great movie, not fantastic, not terrific.
Your run of the mill Disney princess movie, but it's still worth.
But it still has its moments of originality. I think
it's worth the watch. Just if you've seen a Disney princess movie.
And granted, like this movie's gonna make you feel good. So like even if you like just go to see this movie just because, like, you're gonna walk out of this movie feeling great. So that's always good. That's always good. Yeah. I walked out of this movie feeling great. Yeah. I was happy. I was ready to go home, record with my best buddy, and I was ready. So it'll make you feel great. And also your kids are gonna love it. So if you have kids and you want to take them, they're gonna love it too. And they're probably gonna love you for taking them. So that's a win-win.
I felt less dead inside. So
yeah, there you go. I felt like less of a black husk of what I used to be. But
I don't like the way you said blank.
Black. But yeah. So I think that's going to be our Moana review. Yeah. We're also going to do trailer trash, but before we get into trailer trash, we also want to make a couple of announcements. So, if we've mentioned this on a previous video before, but we're going to mention it again, and we're probably going to mention it on our other reviews and stuff like that. But coming January, we are going to start reviewing every single X-Men movie we're going to do one a week. Up until Logan, kind of like how we did it with Captain America. That was kind of like a trial run, and I think it went really well because a lot of our friends were like, "Hey, that was cool. That was a really cool idea." And I was like, "Hey, okay, cool. So we're gonna do that for X-Men." And I haven't seen Apocalypse yet, so you'll be seeing my first thoughts on that.
And you mentioned in the Arrival review that I still have the Apocalypse one off. I do not. So there's that.
Oh, whoops. So Gabbs does not.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to be doing that. And also for Pirates of the Caribbean, we're going to be doing that as well because Gabbs has never seen Pirates of the Caribbean. And we might do it for Alien as well. I'm not sure yet because Gabbs hasn't seen Alien as well. And Alien is in my top 10 favorite movies.
These are ideas.
Yeah, these are just ideas, but the X-Men one is set in stone. Yeah, that is absolutely
that's definitely happening.
But once Pirates and Alien get closer, we're gonna decide on that. I would love to do Alien. I could pass on Pirates, but I would love to do Alien because again, one of my favorite movies
there's really
ever.
only 2 movies to see, from what I've heard of.
There's 3. But it's Alien, Aliens, and then Prometheus. Like you kind of have to see Prometheus to see this one because this is a sequel to Prometheus. But yeah, Alien 3 and 4, they're shit. But yeah, so those are so yeah, X-Men is definitely set in stone. We're definitely 150% doing that. We're gonna decide on Pirates and Alien as soon as they get closer to their release dates because they're like what 5 months away.
They're in the summer.
Yeah, they're in like the summer, so we're gonna be waiting for that.
It's not even winter yet.
Yeah, and then also we might do a Blade Runner review for when Blade Runner comes out because we are.
I think
that is also one of my top 5.
That's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, that Blade Runner's in my top 5 favorite movies also.
I think we're also gonna have a friend on for those.
Yeah, and our friend Alex is gonna be on for that, so we'll get a new guest, and we're probably gonna have new guests next year anyway too. So so that is one announcement that we had to. Yeah, so those are the announcements that we wanted to make. So let's get into trailer trash.
You have our final reviews? Like
oh yeah. Oh well. I mean, I guess one more announcement. It's like, next week, we're gonna be doing Moonlight and Manchester by the Sea, and then also we're gonna start working on our top 10 lists and stuff like that. Or
I want to do a top 5.
You're gonna do a top 5. I'm probably gonna end up doing like a top 15, a top 15, because I still have to see Edge of 17, and we're also gonna see Hacksaw Ridge at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna see Edge of 17, so maybe that'll fit in somewhere. I don't know yet. But
I kind of want to see that now.
Edge of 17?
Yeah, I mean, probably wouldn't be a bad watch. Hopefully.
No, I mean, it's got like a 98
Hopefully.
Metacritic. It's got like a 98 on Rotten Tomatoes, so like hopefully. But I'm looking forward to seeing it. But so yeah, we're gonna be having that. We're gonna be doing our top 10 or top whatever videos. We're gonna be doing that soon. We're also gonna start getting to work on Oscar predictions once that starts rolling around. Obviously, we're gonna do an Oscar episode. And then, we're just going to close out the year with Rogue One, Passengers we're going to see, Patriots Day, Assassin's Creed we're definitely going to see. And really just all the popular December movies we're going to see. And if any other indie movies come out soon, we'll try to check those out. Yeah, totally. If Netflix does any cool shit, like if they release another movie, we'll probably see that.
Should I talk about your Drive video as well?
Oh, yeah. And also, thanks for reminding me. I was going to mention that. So I had a series, or I started a series like maybe around end of last year, called Feats of Feature Films. It's kind of just like a little like every frame of painting thing where like I make video essays about a certain aspect of a movie that I really like. So I made one about Drive, and that was the first episode, and I wasn't really too happy with the final product, but I kind of just let it like settle there for a little bit, and I got some pretty decent positive, I would say like moderately positive feedback on it, but I always felt like there was like something more I could do. So luckily for my post-production class, we were allowed to one of our projects was to make a video essay for like a 5 to 7 minute thing. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna remake it. I'm gonna remake the Drive one. So I remade it, and I'm super proud of it now. Like I put everything in it that I wanted to put in. I think the voiceover is much better. I think just a lot of things about it are much better, like the music choice and everything. So yeah, that'll be up sometime next week probably. That we'll do. So there's going to be a decent influx of content on the channel. You're also going
to replace the video.
I'm going to replace the video as well, yeah. So there's going to be like a decent influx of content coming on the channel for the next couple weeks. Yeah. So hopefully that'll,
of course, winter break and everything, we'll kind of get back into the groove.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to get back into the groove of all that shit. We're finally going to fucking put up that Back to the Future review.
I would love to.
Dude, it's on Netflix now. We're going to do it.
I also kind of want to do a feature film with that.
Yeah, and you're going to do a feature film. Oh, and we're going to have a surprise feats of feature film coming to... We're going to have a surprise feats of feature films coming as well. So look forward to that. We'll talk about that once that comes into more fruition. But honestly, do you have anything else you want to say?
I feel less dead inside.
Yeah. Awesome.
I just like I did I watched the movie by myself with my roommate Colin as well. I did Bleed for this. I'm not gonna do a one-off on it. I kind of want to do I want to do a different video because that and Hands of Stone, after watching that, were very similar. But I kind of want to wait for both of them to be out on DVD or just on somewhere online, so I can watch the two of them and make a review of both of them and kind of like compare and contrast them, and maybe kind of like start a series about like why these movies are so similar and like how they are. Maybe start a new series like that. I'm not sure. Like that's just like beginning stages, like just an idea.
No, I'm totally okay with it.
That's something that like I have an idea for and I want to do.
Oh, and also the Neon Demon and Green Room are now on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I want to watch those too.
So, do you want to watch those too? Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll also do a Neon Demon and Green Room review because I'm super looking forward to Neon Demon because that's my favorite director ever, Nicholas Winding Refn. So I'm totally looking forward to seeing that, and I also really wanted to see Green Room when it first came out, but unfortunately it wasn't playing anywhere near us. It kind of sucks because like the only indie theater near us is by your school, and it only gets like bigger indie movies like Manchester and Moonlight and stuff like that. So it doesn't really get any of the smaller movies, which kind of sucks. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So let's get into the scores then.
So Moana, 8 out of 10 for me. I would I would
sail 7 nautical miles out of 10.
Fuck you, dude. You always get the good shit on your tower. Fuck off, cock ass. I don't know. For me, I would get 8 living tattoos on my back out of 10.
I would have 7 Roadhog hooks out of 10. It's a Roadhog hook. The Islander skin. You know what it is. You played the game. I love Overwatch.
Honestly,
but, I don't love Overwatch. I just play it a lot. It's an average game. It shouldn't have won Game of the Year. Doom should have won.
Doom should have absolutely. It's my Game of the Year.
I didn't think of it like this is the gaming dash right now because you also want to talk about a gaming trailer.
I would love to.
Overwatch won Game of the Year. I just don't think it should have won. Like PC Game of the Year, definitely on board. Multiplayer Game of the Year, totally, I'm on board for it. But overall, it's just not.
It's Doom. It should have been Doom.
It should have won for like Doom should have won. Like I love that game more. I didn't even finish the game.
You gotta finish Doom.
I have to finish Doom. I never have time to, but like especially now. But like once I get back home, I'm gonna replay it. I'm gonna finish that shit. I even want to play in the harder mode. That's what I'm gonna do. Because you know what? You know what doesn't have a harder mode? Overwatch. Overwatch is an incomplete game in my opinion. I don't think it has enough to even be. It's a game. I just don't think it's a complete game. They're still having stuff coming out for this. Like they had a lot of new game modes, which probably should have been came out with like the original release of the game. That's kind of like because when I got the game, I'm like okay, I just got free play. That's it. And free play wasn't even that polished, and now it's more polished, and now it's just a less refined competitive play. But yeah, Overwatch is like a 7 out of 10 game as well. I look at Tracer's ass like 7 out of 10 times.
That's all right. Cool. So let's
let's get away.
Let's transition over to trailer trash. Yeah. All right. So we watched 2 trailers. One is not even a movie trailer, but I really want to talk about it because it's very near and dear to me. But let's get Guardians of the Galaxy out of the way first.
Guardians of the Galaxy has 2 trailers. I feel like the first one was more of a teaser for this one.
No, let's just talk about this one. Yeah, let's talk about the one we just watched. I really liked it. I thought it was a pretty good.
This is definitely one of the better trailers.
Glimpse into the movie.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the better trailers I've seen for a movie. And it's actually got me super hyped for it.
Yeah, it got some laughs out of us, I think.
Oh yeah, it got a lot of good laughs.
Yeah, especially the part of the end. It kind of really reminded me of 22 Jump Street.
I just don't hope they weren't the biggest laughs in the movie. I really hope not.
I don't think so. I think they're gonna have a decent amount of laughs. Mm-hmm. But it reminded me of 22 Jump Street, like when Jonah Hill or when Channing Tatum finds out that Jonah Hill fucked Ice Cube's daughter. That was just really funny. You haven't seen 22 Jump Street, but that's what it reminded me of. I really like Baby Groot. I think Baby Groot's adorable.
Baby Groot's
gonna kick ass.
It's exactly what I wanted it to be. Yeah, for him.
He's gonna kick ass. All the characters look great. Like how they did in the first movie. Arguably one of the best parts of the movie was the characters in the first movie. And, they all reprised their roles and stuff like that. And they all look like they all have great chemistry together. Mm-hmm. What are you going to say? You got that smirk on your face. You look like you want to say something.
I'm just thinking about that when like Baby Groot's like talking to Rocket about the bomb button.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. No, don't
press the fucking button. It's awesome. Chris Pratt, He's probably gonna nail it again. Dave Bautista as Drax, probably gonna nail it again. You know, everybody's probably gonna nail it again. You know, it's just a good trailer. I think there's a couple of really good shots. The effects look great as per usual. I just think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna. It's got me solidly hyped for the movie.
It's gonna be a spicy movie. I think.
It's gonna be a spicy meme. It's got me solidly hyped for the movie. I would say. What about you?
I'm hyped. Like I said before, like it's definitely got me much more excited than I have been before.
Yeah, movie. Absolutely.
So I'm not the biggest fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. We did a review on that.
Yes, we did. Check that out.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of. I'm not the biggest fan. It's a good movie by all means, but I'm just not the big. I'm not like it's not as good as people.
You're not like head over heels for it.
Yeah, like everyone else is. Yeah, but like. I still want to see this. Like,
right.
I just want to see more.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see it. And it's a Marvel movie, so we're obviously going to fucking see it. Yeah. But, no, but like it looks like they're, you know, really trying to make a really good sequel to an otherwise pretty good movie.
Yeah.
So I'm sufficiently hyped for it. Looks great. Effects look great. Performances look great. I'm sufficiently hyped for the movie. Mm-hmm. So next trailer we were going to talk about was something that I hold very near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, The Gaming Dash.
The Gaming Dash. The Last of Us 2 got announced, and The Last of Us, the first one, is probably in my top 5 favorite games ever. I didn't own a PS3 when it like came out, so my one friend was gracious enough to let me lend me his PS3 so I could play it, and it was like a religious experience when I first played The Last of Us. It was.
I never played the game before. I have a PS4 and like. I might pick it up, like, because I know Last of Us is.
Well, I know what your birthday. I know what your birthday present is now. So
cool.
There you go. But anyway, so yeah, it was like a religious experience. Like everything about that game, I could not find one single flaw with that game. And I know I tend to like, if I really like something, I tend to jerk it off to like oblivion. But like this game, really deserves to like have every last bit of like jizz like just drip like just out of it. Wow. Because I that was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever said. But
that's like really homosexual.
Yeah, whatever, dude. But like this game like actually like moved me. Like it like changed me like when I first played it. And I like not many things really do that. Like Arrival was I think the last thing to ever to like do that. And that obviously that was fairly recent. But like Arrival like moved me. Like this game when I first played it, like I was alone in my room, all the lights were off. I was playing it through and through for like the next like. It took me like 5 days to do because I wanted to play it in segments so I could fully experience it and like not overplay it. And I did that all the time. I was in my room, all the lights were off. It was a hot summer night, and I just played the shit out of it. And by God, it was incredible. So with this new trailer, I was like almost like when I first saw it this morning, I was like welling up a little bit because like it just brought back like so many memories of just like how I played it and stuff like that back in like 2014, and Ellie and Joel are like two of my favorite characters in any form of media ever, and just seeing them again just really brought back just a lot of memories and stuff like that. And the song choice was great. I'm really partial to folk stuff, like acoustic, just like singer songwriter stuff. So again, I love the song, and the graphics look phenomenal because you know it's PS4 Pro, and Naughty Dog always has like really high standards with graphics and animation and shit. So again, graphics look phenomenal. Everything just looks great. I thought it was a good I thought it was a good teaser trailer. My hype level is through the fucking roof. I can't wait to experience that whole world again. Hype train, it's a rolling. I'm shoveling coal in as we speak. I can't wait for this game to come out. So, Last of Us Part 2, sufficiently hyped. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, sufficiently hyped.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on the trailer? Because you saw the trailer too.
I mean, like I have no opinion because I never played the game.
Right. So yeah, I know what your birthday present is now. So there you go.
I think your birthday present because it's soon. It's 6 days of this recording.
Yeah, true.
So there's that.
Yeah. So. But yeah, so that Last of Us 2's coming out. Guardians of the Galaxy 2's coming out. Trailer trash. Moana, good, not great, or great, not terrific, whatever. So anyway, we would love to say thank you for watching the show. You know, we really appreciate it, all 30 of you.
We appreciate you. We love you.
Yeah.
And I'm Gabbs.
And I'm DeGe.
And this is what our actual outro looks like.